Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. This is a quote by Mark Twain that resonates with me. It encourages me to do things that I don't want to do from within, and through that, I can improve myself.
Turn knowledge into power.
Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear, and the blind can see. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Be careful about reading health books. You may die of a misprint. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Always acknowledge fault frankly. This will throw those in authority off guard and give you an opportunity to make a choice. You tell the truth. You don't have to remember anything. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has laid an egg cackles as if she had laid an asteroid. The truth must be served like a coat and not thrown in the face like a wet towel. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great. Man will do many things to get himself loved. He will do all things to get himself envied. Always obey your parents when they are present. This is the best policy in the long run because if you don't, they will make you. Only two things we'll regret on our deathbed: that we are little love and little travel. We lavish gifts upon children, but the most precious gift, our personal association, which means so much to them, we give grudgingly. Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old men around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years. Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. When your friends begin to flatter you on how young you look, it's a sure sign you're getting old. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. The most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. He is the only one that inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. Let us live so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. You fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. A man should not be without morals. It is better to have bad morals than none at all. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. Courage is resistance to fear. Mastery of fear, not absence of fear. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence. Then success is sure. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The human race has only one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. In order to make a man or a boy covet a thing, it is only necessary to make the thing difficult to attain. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. Whatever a man's age, he can reduce it by several years by putting a bright-colored flower in his buttonhole. When people do not respect us, we are sharply offended. Yet, in his private heart, no man respects himself much. Patriotism. The person who can holler the loudest without knowing what he is hollering about. All say how hard it is that we have to be a strange complaint coming from the mouths of people who have had to live. There are not enough morally brave men in stock. We are out of moral courage material. There are several good protections against temptations, but the surest is cowardice. In certain trying circumstances, urgent circumstances, desperate circumstances, profanity furnishes a relief denied even to prayer. Life is short. Break the rules, forgive quickly, kiss slowly, love truly, laugh uncontrollably, and never regret anything that makes you smile. Lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting its shoes on. I have found out that there ain't no sure way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. Loyalty to country always. Loyalty to government when it deserves it. Through all these years, I see that I was mistaken about you. In the beginning, it is better to live outside the garden with her than inside it without her. Human pride is not worthwhile. There is always something lying in wait to take the wind out of it. A man who was a pessimist before 48 knows too much. If he is an optimist after it, he knows too little. Good breeding consists in concealing how much we think of ourselves and how little we think of the other person. An honest man in politics shines more than he would elsewhere. A real gentleman will tell the naked truth in the presence of ladies. An intelligent person never shares three things with anyone: their innermost fears, past regrets, and ultimate excuse for showing up late. It is the little conveniences that make the real comfort of life. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life.